Sarah Langley wasn't the sort of person who believed in ghosts. She was a rational woman, 32, divorced, recently moved back to her childhood hometown of Grenton Hollow after inheriting her late aunt's house. It was a crumbling Victorian manor at the edge of the forest, thick with ivy and heavy silence. The will had been clear. Live in the house for 1 full year, and you may keep it. Simple enough. She needed a reset, some peace, a place to forget. That was before she found the 13th room. The blueprint said 12. She counted them twice. Bedroom, office, parlor, kitchen, nursery, library, bathroom, cellar, attic, dining, drawing, and storage. But one day, while cleaning the hallway beneath the stairs, she saw a door she'd never noticed before. It wasn't dusty like the others. It was black, shiny, breathing maybe, and carved into it, faintly, 108. There were only 2 floors in the house. There was no room for a room 108. And yet, the doorknob was cold metal, colder than any other surface in the house. It turned without resistance. Inside, a small room. Empty, mostly. There was an old armchair facing a wall, an ancient standing mirror cracked straight down the middle, and an overwhelming sense of wrongness. The air buzzed. The light bulb flickered even though the house had no power yet. And in the mirror, Sarah saw not her reflection, but a tall man standing directly behind her. He had no eyes, just 2 black voids where they should be, stretching back into something impossible. She spun around. No one. But the chair rocked once, slowly, as if someone had just risen from it. She closed the door, she locked it, she left. The next morning the door was gone. It started small. When Sarah looked into mirrors, bathroom, bedroom, even the back of a spoon, she'd see things behind her. Flashes, movement, a pale hand, a long coat, a tilt of the head. She'd turn around, nothing. Then came the dreams, always the same, a corridor of black doors. One of them marked 108. She walked toward it, couldn't stop, couldn't breathe. On the other side he waited, taller than the ceiling, skin like frostbite, no eyes, just holes, hollow holes. He never spoke, just watched. In the morning, her mirrors were always cracked, always just slightly different than the night before. Sarah went to town looking for answers. The librarian refused to speak when she mentioned the house on Blackbriar Lane. The pastor simply said, "Not again." Only an old woman at the cafe whispered anything useful. "He's real. He moves through mirrors. Room 108 was never part of the house. It moves, appears in different places. It's not a room, it's a door." "A door to what?" Sarah asked. The woman stirred her tea with shaking fingers. "To where he waits, to where he's from. The more you notice him, the more he notices you." Sarah's sanity began to unravel. She placed blankets over every mirror, covered shiny surfaces, unplugged her phone, turned off her laptop. But the reflection began appearing on windows, on wet tiles, on the reflection in her dog's eyes. Then people stopped remembering her. She'd go to the store, say hello to the clerk she saw last week. Blank stares. They didn't remember her name, or her face. Even her sister, when Sarah called, asked, "Wait, who is this again?" Her voicemail was full. All the messages were from her. She never remembered leaving them. Each one ended with a whisper, just under her voice. "I see him now." One night, the house was silent. Not just quiet, dead. No wind, no creaks. Even the forest outside had stilled. She walked to the hallway under the stairs. The black door had returned. This time, it was open. Room 108 was calling. Inside, the mirror was whole again, and in it, she saw herself. Not as she was, but as he had made her. Hollow-eyed, standing behind her was the man. He spoke for the first time, voice like broken glass. "Now you live in me, and I live in you." Sarah woke up the next morning in the chair. Sunlight poured through the window. Birds chirped. Her phone buzzed with normal messages. Everything seemed fine, but when she looked in the mirror, she wasn't there. Just the room, empty, the chair, and in the hallway, a new door, a shiny black one.